Hello, everybody. Long time no see. Okay. Very quiet. Still? I know I was on muted for. I was on muted. Jesus, I was muted there for a second. Oh, good night, Jason. We'll see you later. When is movie night? 1 month. A whole month. First Friday of every month, and the next one will be October, so maybe we could pick a spooky movie. But I'm gonna see if I can find this attachment test thing. The Personality Lab? Is this a good one? Does it ring any bells? 100 questions? No, it's not the one. Personal Development School? Is this it? Anybody? I have no idea. Girl, I don't fucking know. Okay, well, this is the number one, so 100 questions seems a little heavy. Let's see. Am I in a relationship? No. What is your relationship status? Bro, I just said I'm not in a relationship. I'm single. We asked for this and yet no one knows what it is. That's what I'm saying. I can be very emotionally present with others, but it takes me a while to build trust and share vulnerable things about myself. Yeah. Am I single? You guys are gonna wanna sit down for this one. But yes. I often put other people in my life on a big pedestal. Partners, friends, family. No. I feel naturally comfortable and safe expressing my feelings and needs to loved ones. No. Am I taking the right test? Cowboy AAI? I'm gonna dismiss the ads. Lily, what's AAI? Okay, I'll continue on this one for a second. That's what Moon said. Oh. Excuse me, everybody. AAI. Adult attachment interview? This one, Moon? This test is going to ask you for your social. Did they have social security numbers in Canada? Yeah, but we call them social insurance numbers. Not social security, but same thing. I don't know. Okay, well, this is probably the... Oh, God. Okay, this one seems a little more current relationship, I am single held. Oh my god, I'm officially in the 25 to 30 bracket. Where am I from? Canada? That was already entered. I mean, that's weird. Can you zoom in for me, please? Oh, yes. There we go. What is my gender? Man. Do I have children? No. What if I... Yes. You guys... I had a son that, like, nobody knew about. Please... What? Please answer the following questions with respect to your mother or mother-like figure. If this person has passed away, we'd like for you to answer these questions with respect to how you feel when they were alive. Okay, my mom is still around, luckily. I usually discuss my problems and concerns with this person. With my mom? Yeah. It helps to turn to this person in times of need. Kind of the same thing, okay. I talk things over with this person. Sure. Ooh. I'm afraid that this person may abandon me. My mom? No. I prefer not to show this person how I feel deep down. Maybe a little bit? Jesus, we're getting real here. I worry that this person won't care about me as much as I care about him or her. No. Oh, Jesus. No, I disagree. I often worry that this person doesn't really care for me. No. I find it easy to depend on this person. Yes. I don't feel comfortable opening up to this person. Mixed. Oh, Jesus. Please answer following questions with respect to your father or father-like figure. Goodness gracious. Helps to turn to this person in times of need. I slightly agree. Oh, fuck. I worry that this person won't care about me as much as I care about him or her. Nah, I disagree. I'm afraid that this person might abandon me. Nah, I disagree. I prefer not to show this person how I feel deep down. My dad? Yeah. I talk things over with this person. Nah, neutral. I often worry that this person doesn't really care for me. I'll be neutral on that one. I find it easy to depend on this person. Honestly, I usually discuss my problems and concerns with this person. No. It's okay not to do this. Too late. Okay. Please answer the following questions with respect to your romantic partner. If you are currently not in a romantic relationship, please answer these questions with respect to how you felt in your most recent meaningful relationship. If you have never been in a romantic relationship before, imagine what such a relationship would be like. Real. I'm afraid that this person may abandon me. I mean, I try not to be like that with girls. I'll say slightly disagree. I find it easy to depend on this person. I think depending on, you know, if you can't depend on someone you're in a romantic relationship, what do you have, you know? I prefer not to show this person how I feel deep down. I'd say mixed. You know, you gotta show a little bit of yourself, but you gotta be careful bearing your soul to certain people, you know. I'll say slightly disagree. I talk things over with this person. Yes, you need communication. I often worry that this person doesn't really care for me. I mean, you can't be doing that, you know, if you're riddled with paranoia. It's not gonna work. A house divided against itself cannot stand. You guys want a quote from the last Q&A? There's a quote for you. Abraham Lincoln, I think. I worry that this person won't care about me as much as I care about them. Oh, thank you, Moon. I don't know, we'll probably just finish this one at this point. I worry that this person won't care about me as much as I care about them. Again, you can't be doing that. I usually discuss my problems and concerns with this person. Yes. Helps to turn to this person in times of need. I mean, especially as the guy, you know, you kind of gotta be, you know, you really gotta be able to stand on your own 2 feet. But you do need a bit of a, you know, a bit of a life partner. I'll say slightly agree. You guys got adult diaper ads? I'm sorry. I mean, the ads are personalized to you guys. I mean, I'm not calling anybody out, but I don't feel comfortable opening up to this person. I'll say slightly disagree. Again, you gotta open up a little. But general attachment style. Please read each of the following statements and rate the extent to which you believe each statement best describes your feelings about close relationships in general. I prefer not to show others how I feel deep down. I'm doing good, Share Bear, thank you. I'll agree on that. It helps to turn to people in times of need. I'll go neutral on that one. I talk things over with people. Generally, no. Ooh, I'd slightly disagree on that one. I usually discuss my problems and concerns with others. Never. Generally speaking. I worry that others won't care about me as much as I care about them. I disagree with that in general. I don't know. I don't worry about what just anybody thinks, you know, it's gotta be somebody who means something to me. I'm afraid that other people may abandon me. Not really. I don't feel comfortable opening up to others. I'll go neutral on that one. Depends on the person, really. I often worry that other people do not really care for me. No. I find it easy to depend on others. No, I don't. I disagree with that. Rosenberg self-esteem. Oh, Jesus. Also, thank you for the follow, Oopsie Daisy. Welcome. I'll do the big follower welcome tomorrow when we're doing like a full bore stream. Cowboy, drop the link in the chat, please. Okay, when I'm done mine, I'll drop it, because if I link this, it might take you guys right to this, and yeah, I'll put it in the Discord. Please indicate the extent to which you agree with the following statements that deal with your general feelings about yourself. Jesus Christmas. I feel that I have a number of good qualities. I don't know. Oh, middle ground. I wish I could have more. I wish I could have more respect for myself. I mean, maybe a little bit. At times, gee, good lord. At times, I think I am no good at all. No, I try not to be self-loathing. I certainly feel useless at times. No. I take a positive attitude towards myself. Middle ground on that one. I'm able to do things as well as most other people. I mean, that's a brig. That's a bit of an umbrella question. I'd say maybe agree. On the whole, I am satisfied with myself. Yeah, I'll go middle ground on that. I feel that I'm a person of worth, at least on an equal plane with others. Yeah, why not? All in all, I am inclined to feel that I am a failure. No, I don't think so. I feel I do not have much to be proud of. No, I got stuff. This is more explicit than the BDSM test, that's what I'm saying. DERS 16 emotional regulation. This is the last step. On a scale of almost never to almost always, rate each of these questions. When I'm upset, my emotions feel overwhelming. Sometimes. When I'm upset, I believe that there is nothing I can do to make myself feel better. God, these are heavy. Yeah, there's rarely something I do that, like, just fixes me. I'd say about half the time. When I'm upset, I have difficulty thinking about anything else. Yeah, most of the time. Lesbian porn, maybe? No, thank you, buddy. I have difficulty making sense out of my feelings. Yeah. When I'm upset, I have difficulty getting work done. Yeah, almost never. Can't let it get in the way. When I'm upset, I believe that I will remain that way for a long time. The Mexican flag. Oh, thank you, Moon. I'm okay for now. When I'm upset, I believe I will remain that way for a long time. Sometimes. No need to finish it. I mean, this is the last segment. When I'm upset, I feel out of control. Sometimes. Jesus Christ. When I'm upset, I believe I'll end up feeling very depressed. Sometimes. Nah, almost never, kinda. Did I not already answer this? Oh, when I'm upset, I feel out of control. When I'm upset, I become out of control. Sometimes. When I'm upset, I become irritated with myself for feeling that way. Yeah. When I'm upset, I have difficulty controlling my behaviors. No, I never really act out. When I'm upset, I have difficulty focusing on other things. Half the time. Where's Allie? You need your ESA. She's right here. When I'm upset, I feel like I'm weak. I mean, yeah. When I'm upset, I start to feel very bad about myself. I wouldn't put it that way. When I'm upset, I feel ashamed with myself for feeling that way. Sometimes. I'm confused about how I feel. Sometimes. Okay, wait, I am avoidant and dismissive. My full name. Oh, to get the full PDF, I gotta get it emailed to me? Alright, well, I don't want to flash my email, but there you have it, everybody. Avoidant and dismissive. I'll drop this in the Discord in case you guys want to get heavy and take it yourself. This was the one, right? Yes. I'm gonna hit the be right back screen just 1 second. Alright, I put it in general. Well. Sorry, I'm just getting back to chat. Group therapy next stream. Everyone unsubscribe. Then my therapist getting a fat check. No, don't apologize, everybody. It's rare that I, really, look inwards. I think it's something I should do more often, and I think it's a healthy thing to do. I know we kind of rushed through that. I probably could have dwelled on things a little more, but you know, it is what it is. It's rare that I look inwards, hence your avoidant attachment style. Hey, they got me. I can't believe we watched a rom-com like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, how about Matthew McConaughey, everybody? I'm trying to forge my Matthew McConaughey impression. Five mention. Alright. That wasn't it. I just wanted to say that. I forgot to rate it on Letterboxd. Should I get on I don't watch enough movies, but maybe I could have a cowboy Letterboxd. Ooh. I'm such a bad movie rater though. Anytime I see a movie, it's hard for me to come up with complaints. Every movie I see is gonna be 10 out of 10. No notes. Banger. The one we just watched, I can't think of any how are you supposed to rate movies? Honestly, that's what I'm saying. Interstellar, I've heard good things. I've never seen it. Unless there's no happy ending, then it sucks. Yeah, I hate to be a big softie, but I hate a sad ending. It just lingers, you know? Diary of a Wimpy Kid, banger. The first two Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies are genuinely amazing films. You guys remember how in the Q&A I told you I recently watched the Saw movies? The guy who plays Roderick in Diary of a Wimpy Kid is in one of them. No hate, only love. That's right. Peace and love. Peace and love. And Devin Bostic, yes, and he kills no spoilers, but he kills a guy in one of the Saw movies, like indirectly but violently. His filmography is crazy. Yes, I haven't seen thank you, Remy. I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet, but I know he's in that. Is he like? That's legit a spoiler. You guys won't see it coming. Saw 4. Can we watch Saw next month? Ooh. Saw is a good movie, but it is like heavy on the gore. But you guys don't. You're big girls, so you can handle it. He's in it for like 2 minutes. Aw. Do you not know your Roman numerals? IV is 4. Or did you put VI? The Conjuring? I haven't seen any Conjurings. Did I say 6? I don't know, I'm losing it. Blade? Haven't seen Blade. More rom-com? I did weirdly really like that movie. Silence of the Lambs? Yes, that's a good one. Annabelle? I haven't seen Annabelle. They put out a new one. Isn't it the final one? Like the last one they're doing? "27 Dresses, 13 Ghosts." Children of the Corn? I've heard of that one. Weapons is actually a comedy. Was it not scary? I haven't seen it yet. I wanted it to be good so bad. I'm not saying you're saying it was bad, Aloe, but is it like... I wanted it to be like serious and scary. Fine knows what businesses always say. They keep saying that, but they lie. Yeah. I've heard really good things about Weapons. I've heard it's good. I heard the ending is kind of not that. Is kind of weird. Which I hate that with horror when they like. When they start off with like such a good concept, but then they like reveal too much, or they like show the monster too much, and they just don't know how to wrap it up, and the ending is weird. Yeah, all these suggestions, by the way, everybody, drop them in movie night suggestions on the Discord. You guys want to know a movie that really did that for me? Like, it started off amazing and then ended off just, like, I don't know, I won't spoil it. I'll give you guys a little bit of it, but this is a really niche movie, but I didn't see Longlegs, Danny. Is Ghosts of War. It was on Netflix like a couple of years ago. Maybe it still is. It's like, it's been so long since I thought about this. Let me think. Okay, it's like these American soldiers in World War II. And, they're in Germany, and they take refuge in this old, like, manor castle type thing. Hang on, let me pull up the synopsis off screen so I don't like butcher this. And in short, it's haunted, and it starts off amazing. But then they show the... You saw it, Bunny? I liked it a lot, yeah. I really, really liked the first, like, 3/4, but then... I won't spoil it, but yeah, when like the crescendo happens, I feel like they show the monsters too much. I don't want to call them monsters, ghosts, whatever you want to call them. They like show them enough where they're like not scary by the end. And the twists. Ooh, actually, I'm getting into spoiler territory. Maybe I'm complaining too much, but I liked the first half so much that I would definitely say go watch it purely based on that. It was really, really good. A bit mad towards the end. Yeah, there's a big twist, which it's like kinda cool how they played it, but there's a horror movie coming out where the house family is hunted, but the movie is told through the eyes of the family's dog. What's it called, Sammy? Sorry, I'm scrolling back in chat, making sure I didn't miss anything. Pet Cemetery? I want to watch Pet Cemetery. Barbarian, I want to watch. Black Phone. Today's Chinese Ghost Festival, and we're talking about horror now, is it? Monster House? Yes, Monster House used to scare the shit out of me. I haven't watched it in a couple years. Good Boy. Yes, I was gonna say. I have heard of that. I didn't know that's what it was about though, like a horror movie through the eyes of a dog. That could be interesting. So what's like Chinese Ghost Festival? What's that? Bog. The Ghost Festival, or Hungry Ghost Festival, also known as Zhongyan Festival. Taoism. Seventh month is regarded as the ghost month, in which ghosts and spirits, including those of deceased ancestors, come out of the lower realm. Okay, so it's like the Day of the Dead kind of thing, in which the living descendants pay homage to their deceased ancestors. The Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. Ooh, it starts today. You burn paper offering. Oh, put some steak on it, white boy. On the 15th day, the realms of heaven and hell and the realm of the living are open to both Taoists and Buddhists. Oh, and both Taoists would perform rituals to transmute and absolve the sufferings of the deceased. Intrinsic to the ghost month is veneration of the dead, where traditionally the filial piety of descendants extends to their ancestors even after their deaths. During the month include ritualistic food offerings, burning burning incense. Nobody clipped that. And burning joss paper. Incense paper. A paper mache form of material items such as clothes, gold, and other fine goods for visiting spirits of the ancestors. Elaborate meals, often vegetarian, would be served with empty seats for each of the deceased in the family, treating the deceased as if they were still living. Very spooky. Other festivities, buying and releasing miniature paper boats and lanterns on water, which signifies giving directions to the lost ghosts and spirits of the ancestors and other deities. Aw. I never knew this was a thing. I seen some of you guys talking about it in the Discord, but I didn't know there was like a thing like this in China. Puff, you communicated with your ancestors last night. Ooh. Fluent in Japanese. The Kishi Festival. That's Valentine's Day, isn't it? Yes. Hey, Alch. Chi-shi? How did I say it? How did I say it in the voice note? Oh dear. Or no, Kishi. Oh, what happened? Oh my goodness. Moi, thank you so much for the 10 community gift subs. I'm sorry, I had Wikipedia pulled up over my Twitch thing. I didn't see that. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, moo. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good. Moi, am I saying that right? Thank you so much. You're too sweet. Thank you. Maybe search Zhongyan Festival. The Chinese called that. That's what that was. Ghost Festival, also known as the Zhongyan Festival. Moo tax. Also, thank you for the follow, Brood Javocado, and thank you for the lurk, Remy. Any other bog topics? I feel like hyperfixating tonight. Say 5 Chinese words you know right now. Hey, thank you, Puff, for the 40 bits. On-screen celebration. Did anything happen? On screen? Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I should have set something up. Thank you, Puff. Clap, clap. Oh, something did happen? Okay, thank God. Kawa, do you know about the 9/11 to Ellen DeGeneres cancellation pipeline? No. Hearts? Okay. Okay, good night, Lily. Have a safe flight. 9/11 to Ellen cancellation. Okay, here's a Reddit post. Okay. The 9/11 attack influenced My Chemical Romance, who would go on to inspire Stephanie Myers to write the Twilight series. This would inspire E.L. James to write 50 Shades of Grey, which would be adapted into a movie starring Dakota Johnson. Dakota Johnson would go on The Ellen Show. I remember this, where Ellen DeGeneres mentions that she wasn't invited to Johnson's birthday party. Johnson corrects Ellen when she says she was invited, but instead went to a Dallas Cowboys game. This resulted in people opening up about what a terrible person Ellen DeGeneres is, thus ending her career. Whoa, I never put this together. 9/11 influenced My Chemical Romance? History. Oh. Yep. Band was formed by vocalist Gerard Way and drummer Matt Pelissier in New Jersey soon after the September 11th attacks. Witnessing the World Trade Center towers fall influenced Way's life to the extent that he decided to start a band. Later wrote the song Skylines and Turnstiles to express his feelings about September 11th. Whoa. Also, did you guys know Gerard Way is cousins with Joe Rogan? You seen it live, Bunny? That must have been trippy. I was 1 year old. You guys didn't know that? Gerard Way. Relatives, Joe Rogan, first cousin, once removed. Oh, there he is. Did you know he wrote the Umbrella Academy comics? I don't know what that is, Soph. Umbrella Academy? On TV was very sad. People were holding hands and jumping, and they just live filmed everything, minus like the impacts, thankfully. Yeah. Cowboy, were you Team Edward or Jacob during Twilight Prime? When Twilight... I've never consumed any Twilight content, even to this day. And back when it was... When was it, like, really blowing up? Like, 2010-ish? Yeah, girls were into it at school and everything. I don't know. I think I was, what would you say? Like, what's, like, Switzerland in World War II? I was, like, a conscious... I'm missing the term. Fuck, what's the phrase? Neutral party. Yes, there you go. This is a sign for you to watch Twilight and let me know. Neutrality, yes. I do like Robert Pattinson though, so maybe by default I'd have to be Team Edward as of right now. Oh, hey, Lucids. I was gonna suggest bogging the Somme and thought that was too dark. Guess not. Like the World War I battle? Yeah, we can get into World War I. If this is what you were talking about. Didn't like 1 million people die at this? $600, yeah, over 100,000 casualties. And it was over like a river that wasn't even that important. I haven't done a World War I deep dive really yet. You still can't go there in France? What? Took place between July and November 1916 on both sides of the upper reaches of the River Somme in France. More than 3 million men fought in the battle, of which more than 1 million were either wounded or killed, making it one of the deadliest battles in human history. Good lord. Look up how much artillery was dropped. It should say in here, I would think. How much artillery was used in World War I? 1.7 billion rounds. Battle of Verdun, Germany fired over 1 million shells on the first day alone. Goodness gracious. Do you mean Fury Bunny? Are we having a history class? I suppose so. How many artillery guns were at the Somme? Oh, here we go. 1.7 million shells at the Somme. Florence Nightingale. I have heard about it, Bunny. I'll have to watch it. Florence Nightingale, English social reformer, statistician, and the founder of modern nursing, came to prominence while serving as manager and trainer of nurses during the Crimean War. Fought between the Russians and the Ottomans. French, English, Irish, the Kingdom of Sardinia. Expansion of Imperial Russia in the preceding Russo-Turkish Wars, and British and French preference to preserve the Ottoman Empire to maintain the balance of power in the concert of Europe. Okay, we're getting into the weeds here. In which she organized care for wounded soldiers at Constantinople. She significantly reduced death rates by improving hygiene and living standards. Persona of the Lady with the Lamp, making rounds of wounded soldiers at night. Established the first secular nursing school in the world. Now part of King's College in London. Wow. Cowboy, I think your boyfriend talking you to sleep about different history topics should be a series. Ooh, I could do that. But would you... I've always thought about doing like some kind of like a history podcast, but I don't know if I should like roleplay it, like mix in the boyfriend experience type thing, or just like kind of ramble podcast style. But I don't know, that's a good idea. I have to record something tonight or tomorrow. Allie's not really snoring. So maybe both. I don't know, I was in my history shit for like a couple weeks. And now I've kind of drifted. I mean, I still, I come and go with it. But I don't like retain anything. I would need to like be staring at the Wikipedia page while I like ramble. Her sister's name was Parthenope? That's a dope name. Oh, no need, bunny. I could do my, I like to do my own research. It means virgin. Oh. There you go, everybody. Cowboy, don't name your kids Parthenope, I beg. Too late. Set in stone. I thought about doing like a Rome series. But that's just so much. And then I know I would get off on like the Carolingians, and then into that you go into like the Vikings. I was into the Normans for a while. Holy Roman Empire. Greek mythology. I appreciate mythology, but I'm more into like actual events. Bog Three Kingdoms. That's another thing. Chinese history I know like nothing about. All I know is that like once the Yellow River flooded and killed like everybody. Oh dear. What time is it in Canada? It's 12:41 for me right now. Three kingdoms of Cao Shu Han, and Eastern Wu dominated China from 220 to 280 following the end of the Han Dynasty. Okay, the Han Dynasty, this was ended by the Yellow River flooding, wasn't it? During the end of the Han Dynasty, the country was thrown into turmoil by the Yellow Turban Rebellion. A peasant revolt in 184 CE. Meanwhile, the Han Empire's institutions were destroyed by the warlord Dong Zhuo and fractured into regional regimes ruled by various warlords. The warlord Cao Cao took control of Emperor Xian and his court in 196. Okay, what was the Boxer Rebellion? I've heard of that a couple times. I know that's like a much later in 1899. Okay, bye, Alex. We'll see you. I've heard of this by name. I know it was like a Chinese. Cow. Oh my god. How did I not notice? Also known as the Boxer Uprising, or the Yihituan movement. Anti-foreign, anti-imperialist, and anti-Christian uprising in North China between 1899 and 1901. Towards the end of the Qing dynasty. They still had dynasties into the 20th century? Chinese girls, I'm so sorry. I'm stop saying cow. It's not like that. How is it? Chow. Members were known as the Boxers in English, owing to many of them practicing Chinese martial arts. Following the First Sino-Japanese War, villagers in North China feared the expansion of foreign spheres of influence and resented Christian missionaries who ignored local customs and used their powers to protect their followers in court. 1898. North China experienced natural disasters. Yellow River flooding. Kin and king are different. Always the damn Yellow River. Oh damn, the United States got involved? Or I knew that. (1895), despite ambivalence toward their heterodox practices. Yushan, a Manchu who was the then prefect of Zhao Prefecture and would later become a provincial governor, cooperated with the Big Swords Society or the Great Knife Society, a traditional peasant group most noted for the killing of 2 German Catholic missionaries at the Juye incident. The Big Sword Society, hell yeah. May I ask, do you guys teach Asian history in school? No. Not in Canada, anyway. Like, we learn about, like, Japanese internment in World War II. I think that's, like, the most we ever touched on it. Bog all the dynasties in China. Which was the one... Because I went deep on, like, the Mongols for a little while. And I know one of them was... Was it the Qing Dynasty? No, I'm fucking that up. I'm not even gonna make a guess. Okay, I want, like, a cleaner timeline. Here we go. Xia Dynasty. 1600 BC, damn. Shang Dynasty. Shou Dynasty. Chao Dynasty. I am pronouncing like half of these wrong, I'm so sorry. The Qin Dynasty. Han Dynasty. Okay, the Mongols were around till like 1200. The Yan Dynasty. Yes. Kublai Khan. Corked up white boy goaded with this. It's more like Qin Dynasty for kin. Qin. Okay. Kin is just pronounced chin. Okay. I'm sorry, I've been missing so many chats. I've just been staring at Wikipedia. Chin. Q pronounced CH in Chinese. Okay. Wikipedia. Using Wikipedia. This is information. Hacky sack. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. Moo. Good girl, Hacky sack. Good girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh god, I think I might slip back into the into the Mongols. The story I always remember is apparently the Mongols, at least around the time of like Genghis Khan, they had a rule that you couldn't spill royal blood, whether it was like your own royalty or the royalty of other countries. So when they sacked Baghdad, which the sacking of Baghdad, if you want to hear about a fucking atrocity, when they got to, I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but when they found, I don't know what you would call him, like the king of Baghdad, for lack of a better term, because they couldn't spill his blood, technically, they rolled him up in a rug and they kicked him to death. Allegedly. Mongol sacking of Baghdad. Siege of Baghdad. The Caliph, that's what it is. Thank you for the follow, Reindeer. Oh, good night, Danny. Mongol heavy metal? I haven't heard of that. I know about like throat singing. Pause. Also, Genghis Khan had a son named Monkey. Not a joke. Cowboy, why do you have the understandings of those weird side histories and not knowing the general history? Because I hyperfixate on things. Because I'm probably a little bit spectrumed up. Attacked the Nizarke Assassin's Creed fans. You guys know Assassin's Creed 1? Like Masyaf Castle? That castle in real life was sacked by the Mongols, and they killed all of them. That's how the real life assassins actually ended. Shabag the assassins, like the reason for the word. Okay, well, we'll get to the Baghdad sacking. Trey, what did you say? Your podcast should focus on weird history? Yes. I need like one thing to like hyper beam focus on, because like if I try to go too like blanket with it, I'll go on to so many offshoots, it's not even funny. But okay, after calling an amnesty on February 20th, Hulagu executed the caliph. It doesn't say how. Have you tried Assassin's Creed Shadows? Not yet. Is it good? Oh, here we go. Another problem was the secretive Nizari Ismaili state, also known as the Order of Assassins. In the Elburz Mountains, they had killed Mongol commanders during the 1240s and allegedly dispatched 400 assassins to the Mongol capital, Karakorum, to kill the Khan himself. Okay, I want to see if the rolling him up in his rug thing was real. I heard it on a podcast, and I'm not certain. We're really jumping around here. I just want to get to the end. That's another weird thing about the Mongols. A lot of them were Christian. I think originally they were like Taoist, but there was a certain branch of like Christianity. What was it called? Oh, fuck. Not Zoroastrianism. Come on. It's not like around anymore. Not Coptics. Why can I? Nestorians, yes. Oh, thank you, Trey. Just in time. Oh yeah, this is a badass line. At the aftermath, like all of this, you gotta take with a grain of salt because it's ancient history. But a conversation supposedly had between Hulagu. Kelva, use your outside voice. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just reading silently. Allegedly, this is a conversation they had. So 2 days into the looting, on 15th of February, Hulagu visited the caliphal palace and forced al-Mustasim to reveal his treasures. Some was distributed among commanders such as Gul Khan. That's another funny thing about the Mongols, is they would loot, like they would steal everything, but they would also not bathe. So they would be riding around wearing like fine clothes, but they wouldn't bath, so they would just be like stinking to high hell and like covered in like blood and shit. Having granted the palace to Makia to be a church, Hulagu then held a celebratory banquet in which he mockingly played host to the caliph. Nasir al-Din al-Tusi, who was most likely present, recorded the following dialogue. Hulagu sets a golden tray before the caliph and says, "Eat." "It is not edible," said the caliph. "Then why did you keep it?" asked the Khan, "and not give it to your soldiers? And why did you not make these iron doors into arrowheads and come to the bank of the river so that I might not have been able to cross it?" "Such," replied the caliph, "was God's will." "What will befall you," said the Khan, "is also God's will." That goes hard as hell. Like, why didn't you try to stop me? Where is this? So it doesn't say how the caliph actually died? Oh, here we go. To avoid spilling a royal's blood, a great taboo for Mongols, the caliph was wrapped in a rolled-up carpet and trampled to death by horses. Oh. Good night, Shanta. Hulagu had debated whether to put al-Mustasim to death at all, but eventually decided on doing so to break the myth of the caliphate being an all-powerful, invulnerable, and inviolate entity. Also, a little side story. I wonder if I can pull it up. A little girl power action for you here. Between Genghis and Ogadai, I don't know the details of it, but back then, their succession, they had sort of a democracy, but it was among like the previous Khan's immediate family. And I don't know if it was after Genghis died or after Ogadai died, but it was at the height of their power, and there was this weird like window period where maybe it was Ogadai's wife who was leader of the Mongols. So for a time, a woman was head of the biggest empire in the world. But I'm going to try and get a fact on this so I don't misspeak. Ogedai Khan succession. Ah, here we go. Ogedai Khan was Genghis Khan's son. So he took over after he died, but Ogedai Khan's succession was marked by a brief period of central control, as his son Guyuk was chosen to succeed him after a brief regency by, Ogedai's wife, Toragine? Oh damn, it was like 5 years. Good night, Puff. We'll see you later. The Great Khatun, the female counterpart to the Khan of the Mongol Empire and regent from the death of her husband, Ogedai, until the election of her oldest son, Guyuk, in 1246. What did she, like, do, actually? Sponsored the reprinting of the Taoist canon in North China. Cowboy, look up the guy cooked in a giant metal bowl, I think in Rome or Greece. The brazen bull. I heard somewhere that was like something of a myth. There was also a female pharaoh in ancient Egypt. They tried to erase her, but they found proof here and there. A lot of recent Viking burials are being reassessed as women being buried with the highest honors. I hate to circle back to video games, but apparently Vikings would, women were shield maidens. I wonder if there's a page for that. Shield maiden, yes. I think this is more like fictionary. Fictionary? Jesus, fiction. But some women would fight. I sound so fucking dumb right now. I'm so tired. I'm trying to think how I could phrase this and not sound like a fucking dummy. Here we go. Much of the study of shield maidens focuses on them as a literary phenomenon. However, literary shield maidens have long been seen by some as evidence of historical female warriors in the Viking Age. In early 1900s, a female weapon grave was found in Nordre Kjolen and labeled a shield maiden. Some scholars, such as Professor Judith Jesch, have cited a lack of evidence for trained or regular female warriors. So what, is it true or not? Celts had women who'd fight too. Yes, I was going into like I was listening to a thing on Rome, and when they were going through and fighting, oh my god, what would they call them? Like the Gauls and not the Franks, those were later, but like the Celtic women, like they would go to the front lines with the men, and then the men would go to fight, and then they would stand there, and if their husbands retreated and came back to them, the women would kill them, they would kill the children, and then they would kill themselves. That's hardcore as hell. I'm butchering that story. The Celtic war horn. I seen that. That tall thing. What do they call them? I seen a TikTok about it. The Carnix. It's the spookiest sound in the world. It's kind of peaceful. Okay, that's a little scary. Copyright? Oh, good idea. Or good thinking. Do the video that popped up first. I hope we don't get copyrighted. This is somebody's like concert video we can't get. Breaking one out at a concert, that kind of goes hard. Have you guys heard the Aztec death whistle? That is scary. Never? Oh my god. Get ready. Okay, I don't know how loud this is gonna be. So watch your ears, everybody.
This is the Aztec.
Ah. I don't want like a TikTok. Here we go.
Never blow an Aztec death whistle in this cave. We're in a 200-acre underground cave
idiot.
surrounded by bats. This cave is a naturally occurring echo chamber, meaning it amplifies all sound with its natural resonance. See? This is the Aztec death whistle. When
Okay,
you blow
buddy.
into this, it lets out a terrifying shriek that sounds like a human scream. Many people believe Aztec warriors would use thousands of these in battle to intimidate their opponents. Now we're in one of the deepest parts of the cave, and the resonance in
Blow
here
the
is crazy.
fucking thing. Pause.
Oh, they didn't like that.
Come on, give me one.
Okay, how about this guy?
It makes a horrifying noise that sounds like a human scream, which a horrifying sound. When air is blown into the tube, the airflow splits into a big and small chamber, each making a different pitch. Then the sound waves all bounce around and mix to create the howling noise you're about to hear.
Come. That's it.
Click here to see me try the world's loudest whistle.
That is fucking... Could you imagine? Like 1,000 of those coming out of the mist at you. We went on quite the rant here. Death whistles. What was the other thing? Carnix, shield maidens. Torgine. But what did this lady like actually do? Rasputin? We went into Rasputin a little bit in high school, but I forget a lot of like Grigory Rasputin, a Russian mystic and faith healer, best known for having befriended the imperial family of Nicholas II, the last emperor of Russia. born to a family of peasants in the Siberian village of Pokrovskoy. Had a religious conversion experience after embarking on a pilgrimage to a monastery in 1897. And has been described as a monk, though he held no official position in the Russian Orthodox Church. Yeah, I remember this, acting as a faith healer for Nicholas's and Alexandra's only son Alexei, who suffered from hemophilia. And yeah, he was like getting with, or allegedly, like getting with the emperor's wife. The early morning of December 30th, 1916, Rasputin was assassinated by a group of conservative Russian noblemen who opposed his influence over the imperial family. And yeah, he like, don't they say he would like drink a little bit of poison every day to like build up an immunity? But you never know about that kind of stuff. Where's this? We're skipping over a bunch here. His death. Wait, what? He had a daughter? Rasputin's daughter, Maria Rasputin, emigrated to France after the October Revolution and then to the United States. There she worked as a dancer and then a lion tamer in a circus. Ooh, there's his dead body there. I'll just scroll past that. Russian nobles concocted a plan December to kill Rasputin, apparently by luring him into the Yusupov's Moika palace. He died of 3 gunshot wounds, one of which was a close-range shot to his forehead. According to Yusupov's account, Rasputin was invited to his palace shortly after midnight and ushered into the basement. Offered tea and cakes which had been laced with cyanide. After initially refusing the cakes, Rasputin began to eat them, and to Yusupov's surprise, appeared unaffected by the poison. Rasputin asked for some Madeira wine, which had also been poisoned, and drank 3 glasses, but still showed no signs of distress. And then they shot him. R.I.P. The Russian royal family, yeah, what was it, during the winter, the rebellion anyway, they just found the entire imperial family, just put them in just the basement of a house, and then just shot them all. I think, anyway. Jeez, this is a fucking terrifying image. Look at that. Let's go to the Emperor's death. That should say something. Oh, there are several accounts of what happened. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, we won't go too deep into it. We were just watching How to Dump a Guy in 10 Days just 1 hour ago. Yes, maybe we shouldn't go into mass child murder this late in the evening. But I don't know. I've been waiting for an opportunity to do like a little bit of a. But you guys, this whole stream, it would be like this. It would just be me like nonsensically rambling. But maybe. I've kind of danced around it for a long time. Save the child death for tomorrow. Yes, that's right. But anyways, team, it is pushing 1:30 for me right now. Save for work. I don't know. Allie's kind of snoring. I don't know. I don't have much yet. Ooh, excuse me. But I'll think of something. You guys will have a little something before, before the weekend's out. But I wonder who's awake for a raid. Nobody we know. Take a weekend off? I'll get you guys a little something. At least. Flexing seal. Only difference between you and my prof is you sound better. Just give us for 5 minutes. There's a lot of like thirst streamers on right now. Is there anybody rateable? Come on, give me something. Record Moon's Redeemed script last week as your safe work audio this week. I did like a Trump impression right in the middle of it. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could post that. Oh, Peachy's on. She rated us when we were playing Red Dead. You guys remember that? Let's rate her. She was always super nice. But anyways, everybody. Poppy playtime tomorrow. Safe for work. I don't know. I don't know what, but I will have you guys something. Rest assured. And oh yes, the princess script. I'll read that tomorrow as well. Ooh, I can't do it on Twitch. I could maybe do the non-spicy. I don't know. You guys will hear it tomorrow anyway, because that was a sub goal of ours. But good night, everybody. We will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye bye. Go say hello, and then good time zone. Bye bye.